You're listening to Top 4, a new series presented by the GamePitch podcast.
Join hosts Brandon and Eli as they build gaming Mount Rushmores every week.
Enjoy topics that range from the best multiplayer types to the top bug Pokemon.
Catch fresh episodes of Top 4 every Wednesday on the Project Nerd Network.
And don't miss new episodes of the GamePitch podcast, dropping every Monday morning.
Let's get ready to rank.
Hello and welcome to the Top 4 and More podcast, brought to you by GamePitch on the Project Nerd Gaming Network. I'm Elijah. We rank things. I'm here with my buddy Brando. Brando, how you feeling?
Yo, Eli. I'm feeling pretty swell, my dude. How are you today?
Man, I'm so good. Actually, I might be I feel like revived because when we're recording this, it seems like 2020 is turning a corner, and I feel like I've been reanimated. I've been brought back to life, so to speak.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because I was looking at the topic for this week, and we're actually going to be talking about things that have been revived, reanimated, things of that nature. Because Elijah, we're going to be talking today about top 4 zombies.
Brandon, I was so curious as to what made you pick zombies this week.
Yeah, so I mean, hold on. Let's tell the people who we are, Elijah.
Well, we are the Top 4 and More podcast. We rank video game things. If you've never listened before, we make our own personal Mount Rushmores of different topics. Brandon picked this one, obviously, but we're just gonna reveal the best zombies that we think exist in games. I think that's the rules, right?
That's the rules. That is, in fact, the rules. But yeah, so again, sometimes Elijah picks a topic, sometimes I pick a topic. This time I picked top 4 zombies in games. Elijah, I would say hot off the tail of spooky season, but it's we're cold off the tail of spooky season at this point. That being said, I have been playing PlayStation's other zombie game as of late, and been quite enjoying it. So that's the thing. I did call it PlayStation's other zombie game, and that was going to be like the big joke for this episode for me. I was going to make it a whole thing and not even mention the game's name, but I've actually, it was a slow start, but I'm actually really enjoying Days Gone now. So I just got zombies on the brain, dude, and zombies definitely got brains on their brains. So
this started as a meme for you, and then it became actually you're like, oh, actually, you know what? Let's this is the whole thing now.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, I guess so. My first, I think probably 10 hours with that game. It's a pretty hefty game, but my first 10 hours, I was like, dude, why did they make this game? They haven't done anything special with the zombie franchise that I've seen all of this before. Why does this game exist? And obviously, I'm much further into the game now. I don't quite feel the same way, but I still wanted to take a look and examine, special things about zombies that make them stand out amongst a genre that's very much, I'll say, oversaturated in past years, right? We had the Walking Dead explode, and there's been zombie game after zombie game, and even like zombie movies. It's just zombies were the hotness for the past probably decade at this point.
Yeah, vampires have certainly taken a backseat to zombies. They've moved forward in the horror rankings of the overdoneness. There's just so much zombie stuff out there.
Definitely. But I mean, with that being said, what do you think about zombies in general, but also in video games?
They're an easy fodder because that. I think that's one of the things in video games you always have to think of is oh, am I fighting Nazis or am I fighting generic terrorist group XYZ? It's the video games always have to find an excuse to have a group of minions that you can murder en masse. It's just oh, it's just goblins. Okay, cool. We're going to kill all these goblins. But zombies has become one of the easiest cannon fodder for video games. And they've had a long lineage in games. They've always been in your point and click adventures, back on PC, back in the day. Yeah. Zombies have always kind of appeared, or some kind of crypt ghoul or something like that, in some way, shape, or form in the biggest series, your Fallouts and your Witchers. There's almost a zombie iteration in almost every kind of thing, even sci-fi stuff. So, I mean, I don't dislike them, but I've never been yo, dog, I want to hang out with these zombies.
Zombies are my shit. Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, I mean, there's just so much of it at this point. Like you said, I really like that you brought up the point with almost every genre, every subgenre. There's some iteration of the undead within video games at this point. Like, I mean, even like Red Dead had like that whole zombies DLC. It's
No, yeah, they're always coming for everything. But would you tell me, do you have any honorable mentions or dishonorable ones?
I do. However, I would like to hear yours first.
Okay, well then I will tell you that you'll probably not like this one because I know they're just Spartans that are the color green, but I'm gonna say the zombies from the zombie mode in Halo, like, and I'm talking like from Halo 2, where you had to
Yeah.
manually change your color to green because it was terrifying, man. You'd just be like in Foundation, like using some boxes that you knocked into the room and like tried to get up into the spot where they couldn't get you, and there's just all these like elite energy swords like flying through the air trying to get you, and that's back when it had the like super bullshit like lock on fly swing kind of thing. So it's this thing where I'm just like, I will never forget that zombie mode. And then like when you said zombies was our topic, I like one of the first things I thought was of a green Spartan flying at me with an energy sword. And I know that that's not a zombie, but to me it's a zombie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, zombie mode in Halo is it's good stuff.
And of course, like in future iterations, they like incorporated flood into it or like made you actual zombies and stuff. But I'd like, that's not for me. I want green Spartans. That's what I want as my zombies. The only other one I have is the Los Pelagos from Resident Evil 4. So like not really a zombie, but like a parasite that like the head pops open and it's like it has the, I don't know. I went with Los Pelagos as an honorable.
Okay, for sure. Cool. I like that. Those are some good honorables.
What about you, pal?
So my honorables, I have so again, like, gosh, we say this almost every episode at this point, but we don't have any strict rules as far as our lists go. We'll give each other the topic, and then it's just whatever your heart desires. That's the fun of this. It is our personal Mount Rushmores. So a personally imposed rule that I put on myself here is that I'm doing specifically types of zombies. So I'm not doing any specific like zombie type characters. So my honorables include like the Rat King from Last of Us 2, because that was a cool little thing. And then like Mr. X and Nemesis from the Resident Evil series. So really any sort of like special one-off zombie type character exists.
Okay, cool. So you have like more named or types. Gotcha. Because I just kind of, I think you'll see I kind of did like more umbrellas, but that's kind of fun. No, gosh, no pun intended there. Umbrella Corporation. But forget, I didn't even mean to do that. But yeah, I put mine kind of under different blankets and like brackets essentially. So I guess then that means we should get to your 4.
Yeah. So, let's do that. So I think there are generally like between 5 to 6 types of zombies here, right? You got your regular zombie, your average Joes, the ones that just pop up throughout, whatever game you're playing, the most common, nothing really special about them. You got your my number 4 here. You got your animal zombies. I chose specifically hellhounds from Call of Duty Zombies.
I don't even. Can you describe those to me? Because I've never seen the Hellhounds before.
You've never seen the hellhounds from Call of Duty? Have you ever played Call of Duty Zombies?
I have not, because I have not played a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 2.
Okay. Well, all right. So, I mean, they're just like they're dogs that are on fire, and also like they have. I mean, they look like what a zombie dog would look like, but also they're on fire and they explode.
Well, that sounds terrifying and also effective, but also terrifying.
Yeah, it is. I mean, so specifically why I chose this, I love that. I love how they were introduced, right? So I don't even remember where they were first introduced in the Call of Duty Zombie series, but essentially every 5 to 10 rounds, you'll get a dog round, and you'll hear the zombie voice come over and scream, "Fetch me their souls," and it's really cool and ominous. And then you are fighting only hellhounds at that point, and at the end of the round, you get a max ammo, so everybody can re-up and resupply.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, that's cool.
Yeah, dog, super cool. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
I was gonna try and make another one, but my number 4 is the clickers. I was gonna do some kind of clicking noises but I didn't want us to like get derailed. But yeah, I chose the clickers for my number 4. Like I said, kind of a blanket thing, just the mushroom zombies from The Last of Us part 1 and part 2. The Last of Us original and then part 2. But I mean, are they even zombies? I don't know. They're mushroom people that are taking over. You consider them zombies, right, Brando?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No,
Okay.
I
I know you had
no,
Rat King before, but I just wanted to make sure. Like,
yeah, I mean, because that was something that I considered when I was sort of making my list as well. I was like, well, I mean, they're kind of mushroom people, so
yeah, I don't have much to say other than the clickers are terrifying. And if you've never played Last of Us, what the clickers do is they echolocate because the mushrooms in most cases like grow over their eyes, and so they do like a to kind of find you, and they do this like I can't even do it justice because of how horrifying it actually is, but it's terrifying. And blind enemies that can only find you through hearing is the worst.
yeah, it's yeah, they're pretty spooky, and they mess you up too. They're pretty strong.
They are effective. You got to use your valuable shank knives on them.
That you do.
Buddy, what's your number 3?
So one of the next sort of archetypes of zombies that I sort of again kind of found while I was making this list. Again, your average Joes, you got your animal zombies. My next one here is your gross boys. So these ones are sort of like just almost like a super zombie, right? Like they're a zombie, but they're like way more zombie than other zombies.
Yeah, yeah.
Specifically, I'm talking about the volatiles from Dying Light.
I don't know that zombie either. I've never played Dying Light.
So I recommend looking it up, so you can see what I'm talking
I will.
about.
I will pull it up because I will. I'm on it.
But I will explain what they look like, what they are. So they only come out at night. That was one of the things about Dying Light. Like the tougher enemies come out at night. They're weak to sunlight. These ones have like that weird like elite or
Ugh.
Sangheili jaw thing going on with their face.
Yeah. Oh, these things are disgusting.
They got like some weird things growing out of their
Oh,
stomach where they like
yeah.
grab you. But they were also just like crazy tough and crazy fast in Dying Light. Dying Light is one of the games that I think does zombies very well and very uniquely, right? Like just like it was Mirror's Edge, but with zombies. And these guys will chase you through like rooftops and stuff. They'll do parkour after you. It's cool. They're really cool zombies.
I looked at the picture and I wish that I hadn't because that's going to be haunting my nightmares. So thank you, friend. Thank you so much.
Oh, of course, of course, of course. Elijah, let's hear your number 3.
My number 3 is I cheated because I did Left 4 Dead, but it was a dead tie between the hunter and the witch.
Ah, okay, cool.
I couldn't decide between the one of the two.
That's that's cheating. I'm making you pick one.
Find the witch.
Okay, I respect that decision.
Yeah, and if you've never played Left 4 Dead before, the witch is just kind of sitting in rooms, kind of just thinking about life introspectively, thinking about the existence of all beings. And then if you get too close, that lady gets real mad and just like, "Rah!" and just like freaks out and chases you. And it's no fun. It's no fun, especially because Left 4 Dead's a co-op game. And so there's 4 of you, and any one of you can mess up and ruin everyone's day. And that was just, I remember that being one of the things was like, you get past it and you feel like a rush of like adrenaline because you're safe. And then like your teammate messes up and then you're just like back in the crap.
I could not agree more. That's a good quality game and a quality zombie from that game.
All right. Well, what about you, buddy? What's your number 2?
So my number 2 is going to be one of the next archetypes here. You got your big boys. These are zombies that are larger and I guess in a way more deadly because of their size. They usually take a lot more ammo to bring down. Specifically, I chose the bloaters from Last of Us. I think out of all of like the unique zombies that the Last of Us series has to offer, the bloater is probably my favorite.
Really? I probably don't like those things because they're difficult, and anytime they existed, I was like, ugh. But yeah, no, okay. Because yeah, I had to use all my flamethrower. I don't like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm trying to like they are big. I guess the fungal stuff that grows on them does make it creepier. And like, don't pieces like fall off as you
Yeah.
kind of fight it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's straight up like armor, right? So you shoot pieces of it off before you light it on fire because otherwise it's not going to do nothing. That's probably why you went through all your flamethrower ammo.
Yep. Because I'm dumb. Because I'm dumb is why. Thanks, Brandon.
Elijah, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is just the zombies from Plants vs Zombies. Like, just they're cartoony, they're fun. I like Plants vs Zombies, and I like them. And I'm not like saying a specific one. I'm just saying, just in general, the Plants vs Zombies. It could be the one wearing the helmet or the one that's like a scientist. Whatever. I don't care. I like them.
Okay, that's a very Elijah pick because I know how much you hate scary things in general. So I shouldn't have been surprised by that one, but I was.
By cartoon zombies, yeah, I love them.
So one of my favorite things about the Plants vs Zombies is that like no matter what type they are, whether it's like again like the scientist or like the football player or like the one with the bucket on its head, like they're the damage that's done to them physically is always the same. Like their left arm will pop off and then their head will pop off and then they've got like two more
Yeah,
steps and then they die. Gotta respect the consistency.
I do. And look, here's the other thing, man. Like, I know a lot of people who played like the tower defense Plants vs Zombies games, and that's how they were introduced to it, or that's like where they want to experience it. But those garden warfare games were fun. Like, I actually really liked them.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's a good time. I haven't played them myself personally, but I've definitely heard that they. I mean, they made two of them, so like obviously the first one had to be something, you know.
Yeah, I like them a lot. I really did. Like, it was a blast to play online.
Nice, cool. Is it that time?
I think it's that time, Brandon. What's your number one?
So my number one, I was gonna go into like a different subtype or archetype of zombies here, but instead of that, I thought back to the time where I felt most terrified by a zombie in my life. And Elijah, it's we've done it again, and we've had my pick be on your list as well here, and it is the witch from Left 4 Dead.
That witch is a doozy. Yeah, buddy, tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, just naive 12-year-old Brandon playing, Left 4 Dead for the first time, making my way through hordes of zombies, having a fun old time, and I hear this crying. You're right. She was thinking about life. I could tell because she was crying, and I'm like, oh no, we gotta go help this lady, and walking up to her, and then the flashlight shines on her, and then she turns around and just wrecks my shit, and yeah, I don't know. I've never felt more terror from a zombie before. It was just I was so unexpected.
I don't want this to be like a dudes versus chicks kind of thing, but like 100% of the time, I don't think I will ever be scared of a male figure as a zombie. But when it's a lady zombie, I am like the scare factor triples for me. Like, she was just like with the long hair, just like sitting there crying, like, and like you're just like, oh my god, what's happening here?
Yeah,
Lady,
man.
are you okay? What's going on?
Exactly. It's there's a certain there's something about it. It makes it at least 10 times creepier.
Yeah, like, because murder chicks, they just scare me way more than than just like a regular running bald dude zombie. Like, a lot of zombies are bald, and it's just like, okay, whatever, you're bald. And then like a lady comes flying at me with like longer, ganglier hands, or like, and for whatever reason, her nails are like longer too, and it's just the hair's flopping about, and I hate it. It just scares me.
Definitely very scary. Lady zombies are scary. Elijah, what is your number one?
This is something you might have to Google as well, friend. As
Ooh.
I Googled for your Dying Light pick. This is, and also maybe not a zombie. It's probably a zombie. Okay, because it's a robot zombie,
I already know what
essentially.
this is.
It's the Banshees from Mass Effect 3, the Reaper form.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be a different Mass Effect zombie. Banshee.
Yeah, the Banshees are terrifying.
Let's take a look here.
So they like murder an alien race, the Asari, and then they like take and possess its body, and it becomes like a mindless drone zombie thing.
They do look quite creepy. Why is this one like pregnant looking? That's unsettling.
There's a whole lot of it's a whole thing, man. But like, when I look at it, it's a zombie. It's a zombie. Like, do you see the one where it's like cradling the head of the other chick, like right next to its mouth?
Oh yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, that's a zombie.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that you were fine with that, because like there are Reaper versions of a lot of different aliens from the game that like show up, and they're just super scary, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like her. I don't like them.
Yeah, it's got like the decomposition thing going on like with the face and like the neck, and it's got like that weird head thing going on. Yeah, it's that's pretty spooky.
Okay, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that it was on the level with you, um, because to me it is a horror show. And I remember every time they popped up in the game, like I actually would like pause and like steel myself or like gird my loins or whatever I needed to do to be like, okay. And then it's like that thing where you like pause a game and then you unpause it to see how much, like for a brief second, just to see what your inventory count is, if you're reloaded, like where your power bar is at, like how much you have of grenades or whatever, and then you pause again. You're like, okay, how am I gonna do this? All right, I'm gonna pop this, then I'm gonna do this power. Like it was like a whole strategy session would happen anytime any of them appeared on screen.
That sounds very involved. That's pretty neat though. I like it when an enemy can intimidate you that way.
Yeah, I was not happy. I do not like them.
I thought you were going to pick the Husk from Mass Effect.
Yeah. See, those ones, they're not scary to me.
Yeah, I mean, also they're like, I don't know, like techno zombies or something. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all
Dubstep.
semantics.
Dubstep zombies.
Yeah, you know,
You just
any
pull off their headphones and just Daft Punk.
Wah, 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 wah. Yeah. Any final thoughts about zombies in video games, Elijah?
Well, see, you'll probably notice that I didn't have like a lot of variety in mine, and it was all mainstream stuff because I don't play spooky games because they scare me. They're too. I'm a fraidy cat.
Yeah, factually. We all know that. Elijah will never see a scary movie with me or play a spooky game with me.
Yeah, there was the creatures from Until Dawn that I considered the Wendigos or whatever, but like at the end of the day, I was like, that's not a zombie. It's more like a demon spirit beast kind of thing.
Yeah, no, definitely not a zombie.
Yeah, not a zombie. I didn't think I could get that one past you, Brando.
I'm glad you knew.
I do have a returning surprise segment. So we have some misses from the audience.
All right.
First miss from our grappling hook episode. I was told by a fan that we missed on adding Scorpion from Mortal Kombat and his get over here grapple hook.
Is that a grapple hook though? That's more like a grapple spear.
I don't know, man. It's a hook that's on the end of a line. I feel like it. I felt like we missed by not including Scorpion in some way, shape, or form.
I respectfully disagree, listener.
Okay. He's shitting on you. All right. And then I have 2 from our Mario Minions episode. Controversial.
Oh, boy.
Just dropped Wednesday. Okay, so first one I'm gonna push back on a little bit. It's Bullet Bill, and I think I know the reason why. So, like in Super Mario 3, Bullet Bill is just a bullet, and he has like a smile. And then somewhere along the lines, Bullet Bill like evolved and grew arms.
Yeah.
So like that's why I think I didn't think of Bullet Bill, or that I just like put Bullet Bill out of my mind, because his arms scare me. He's either at the gym too often or it's like flimsy town, and like just a bullet having arms is just not good with me. I'm not okay with it. Like, yeah, like a sentient cactus, sure. A bullet that knows it's a bullet, whatever, but give it arms and I'm like, no thanks. The other things are just like, it's a mushroom that's alive or a turtle that's standing up. Like, it's regular. Bullets don't have arms. I don't need that.
Well, what does he do with the arms anyways? It's not like he like grabs you or like smacks you in the face as he's flying by. I agree.
He doesn't punch you with the arms. He hits you with his freaking face because he's a bullet.
Yeah, I guess I always thought of them as ammunition, because that's what he is.
Boo. Okay, and anyways, the other one is Shy Guy. How do you feel about that? We did not bring up Shy Guy in honorables or as one of the picks.
Yeah, Shy Guy's my boy. I just, again, I had like so my whole thing, because Shy Guy almost made it onto my I believe I called it like my SEAL Team 6 of the Mario, my Suicide Squad. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But I had the aerial covered by my boy Lackey 2, so that's why he personally did not make it to my top 4. But I do like Shy Guy.
Okay, so we got love for Shy Guy, just not as much love. Or I remember you were being tactical and I was kind of picking cute.
Yeah. As we usually do.
Not to say Shy Guy isn't cute. He's a very, very cute little guy. He's so shy.
Is he cute though? Because the face is a little, the mask, it's a little unsettling. What's under there? I don't want to know.
On that note, this has been the Top 4 and More podcast. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Project Nerd, as always, for keeping the lights on here. You can find me on Twitter at Mario RPGino. Brandon is Mr. Snow97. Thank you for listening. Brandon, take us away.
My guy Eli, thank you so much for doing this with me. And listeners, thank you for listening. We hope to see you here, same time, same place next week. Goodbye, and thank you for listening.